Hi, my name is Louise. Welcome to the Nanny, where we partner with parents in raising godly children and children with good morals. So, as I had earlier mentioned in the past episodes, that it takes a community to raise a child. So, one of the people that is really very important in raising children is a nanny. A nanny is basically someone who you hire to live in your home to give personal attention and personal care to your children. So I, for one, God gave me opportunities to raise children in different spheres, as I had mentioned before, in homes, the religious sphere, the educational sphere, even in business right now. I'm doing party favors for children. Yeah, and I even branched off in Pan Africanism. Yes, so I thank God so much for all those opportunities. So I'm basically here to partner with parents to raise their children. So, as I had mentioned in the previous episodes, I'll be doing this in seasons. And in the first season, it's basically about from the time when you start thinking of hiring a nanny up to when the nanny should leave. So, in the first episode, I talked about how long you should have a nanny. So, if you did not watch those episodes, you can go back and watch them. Then, in the second episode, I talked about teenage nannies versus older nannies. And today I'm going to talk about praying for a nanny. Now, surely by this time you know whether you want a teenage nanny or a much older nanny. So now you need to start praying for your nanny. And I would really advise that you start praying for a nanny early enough. Don't wait for when you get pregnant or when you get married. Start way early enough. Because one thing about children is that they get attached to the nannies. So if your nanny has bad characters, the kids also learn those characters. If they have good characters, they take on the good characters well. So it is very important for you to pray for a nanny early enough. So, what are some of the things that you should pray for? First and foremost, pray that the nannies are well behaved. You'd want to have a nanny who is kind, who is understanding, who easily learns, who is obedient. You wouldn't want to have one who is maybe has characters like sexual immorality, bad language, or drug abuse, because the kids will learn those behaviors. So pray to God for a nanny that has good behaviors. Then pray to God for a nanny that can blend in, you know, because now these nannies also they come from a different background, just like you come from a different one as well. So when they come to these homes, it's at times they find it hard to blend in, others yes find it easy to blend in. But pray to God for one who really finds it easy to blend in. One who's not going to complain that, okay, fine, at home we used to have supper maybe at 9, but having supper at 7 is so early for me. There are those maybe who are used to watching TV anytime, whenever they want. But when they come here at your place, now the TV time is restricted. Pray for one who can easily blend in to your rules, to your standards, without complaining, without grumbling. Yeah. If you get one who is not able to blend in, then it's going to be very hard for you. Yeah. Then also pray for one who has good intentions. Yes, they all come wanting to work, but some are not actually genuine. There are some who are really genuine. They want to work, make some money, go and invest in something else. But then there are some who have other wrong intentions. For example, we have heard of nannies who come and maybe like after a month, like for 1 month they're behaving right, they're okay. Then maybe after a month or 2 or 3, they begin to behave funny. Then they demand they want to go, but when actually their motive is they wanted to come to the urban center just to enjoy life or maybe hook up with some guy or something like that. So at the end of the day, of course, they demand to leave and you have to let them go. But the bad thing is that now they put you back into looking for another nanny. Your resources were wasted, your time was wasted. Then maybe you need to ask for a day off again at work, because now the kids need someone to look after. So pray for those who really have good intentions. And then also there are some who come with a bad intention of they want to steal your husband, which is something very wrong. I've heard of those stories as well. So pray for one who has good intentions. And then the other thing is that pray that they connect with the children, especially. If the spirit of the child does not connect with the spirit of the nanny won't be able to do her work. The kids will fight her, they'll reject her. It will be a burden on you. So you need to pray to God for one who can easily connect with your children. The other thing is pray for discernment, you know. So when you go to work, at times you don't know what happens at home. Some people put nanny cams, yes, but you do not know if she's doing something right or she's doing something wrong. But when you pray to God for discernment, He will let you know that, okay, fine, now she has deterred. She's doing something that is not right, or she's doing something that is okay, and it will give you peace. So ask God for discernment. Even before they come, ask God, show me, such that when I meet this nanny to interview her, may my spirit confirm to me. If she's the right person, give me peace. If she's not, let me have that discomfort. So pray for discernment. Even when they have come into your home, pray for discernment. May God guide you in whom to choose, if I may say. The other thing, pray that they stay long, you know. Pray that they stay long in your home. But how can they stay long in your home? You yourself, you need to be good to them as well. You need to be kind to them. You need to be patient with them. And then they'll be able to stay long. How you treat them is also very, very important. If you're rude, if you're impatient, if you're not understanding, it makes their life uncomfortable. At the end of the day, they will want to leave. You understand? So play your part as well as the employer, and let also the nanny play their part. And also to those who are nannies who are watching this video, I'm also asking you to have good intentions. You know, don't go to work with ill intentions. You will not profit anything at the end of the day or in a long run. You understand? And also, you should also pray to God to get you a good boss whom you can connect with, children who you can connect with, a home which you can blend in. Yeah. So I pray that the Lord will help you get the right nannies, and those of you who are nannies, may the Lord help you to get the right bosses, such that you can work together to raise children in the proper way. Thank you so much. Bye bye.